Good morning, beautiful people. So I used to play this game called Prison Architect, and recently they have had an update. They now have a campaign mode, so we're gonna go through the campaign, and we're gonna be starting on Death Row. And it says we've been contracted to build an execution chamber at this prison in time for the scheduled execution of one of their inmates. So let's get into it. So now, Prison Architect is a building game where you build and manage a prison. You get funds to make upgrades and buy land, and it's got a crazy unlock system where you go in and you pay money, and you spend time and you wait for these things to happen, and then they do. So you wait for these upgrades to happen, and you can upgrade. You can earn extra employees, extra, like you can set your guards on patrols. You can do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Like there's your warden. You need to go into the bureaucracy tab to get the chief and the statistician and the priest there. So it looks like Senor Mustache is going to be the guy that gets offed, so that should be fun. So, the CO is calling us. This is a tough one. There is a prisoner incarcerated at this facility who's been convicted of a double murder and sentenced to death. That's where we come in. We've been contracted to construct an execution chamber in time for the guy's big day. He talks about it like it's like the highlight of the guy's life. Like, oh, it's his big day. It's his quinceanera of death. This is where I want the new facility to be built. The first step with any project like this is to construct the building itself with enough space inside to fit an execution room and a holding cell. So let's get started. Construct a new building here. We will also need an entrance to the new execution facility. Build a large jail door into the south wall. So, we're going to go with a brick building, just because I feel like that's more pleasant to walk into. Your workmen are responsible for the construction of buildings. They'll collect the steel and concrete from this storeroom and take it to the construction site. They'll use those raw materials to build the foundations and framework of your new building. This is the slowest part of construction, so you should plan ahead when building new facilities. While we wait, take a look around, use WASD or the arrow keys to move around, and use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. So, WASD, or if you want, you can use the arrow keys, which I'm sure you can hear. Over here, this is where you intake deliveries, and this is where all your garbage gets placed, and then trucks come and grab it. Yep. Now, do they still have... Because they used to have vehicle doors. Road gates. There we go. Now, those are so that you can place them on your road so that the trucks, can get in and out. And you can also place a perimeter wall because you can't dig underneath the perimeter wall. So, it's just one more way to... save yourself. Inside the building, I want a cell and an execution room. Partition the space by constructing some brick walls. Okay, so we're gonna make... I take it this is gonna be the execution area. Right there. Oh, you can also speed up the time, so, things get built quicker. Just a little speed up. Maybe a little faster. Alright. So now add large jail doors to those dividing walls. You can rotate an object before placement by clicking the middle mouse button or press R. So we go into objects, and then we need a large jail door, and boom, right there. And then we'll go ahead and speed up that because I don't want to wait. And it is possible to play the game on 4 times speed, so that's good. That's looking good. We now need to designate rooms with those spaces. Designate a cell in the smaller area where our condemned inmate will live. Then designate the execution room itself in the large area. See? Called it. They want a cell and they want an execution chamber. Oy. Oh, and when you're placing these rooms, it'll tell you what it needs right there. See, it needs to be indoors and it needs to have an electric chair. It'll also tell you right here in the room itself. See, this is going to need a bed and a toilet. So, those new rooms have requirements before they become functional. The cell needs a bed and a toilet. The execution room requires the electric chair. We're not going to gas them. That just seems a little unnecessary. This is a rather large cell too. Like, you can completely get away with a 2x3, which is what a cell normally is. I don't know why they have you build such a large cell. I don't know, maybe he's a VIP. Come on. So now we gotta wait for the deliveries to be made. There we go. They're getting everything in. And it won't let me link up utilities because magically there's already stuff coming in there. That's the essential taken care of, but there are still a few improvements you could make. It's up to you though. These aren't strictly required. It depends how much you care about your prisoners and their environment. Probably wants us to put a window on there. The cell itself could be improved with an outward-facing window and a small bookshelf. And the facility would look better with a higher quality floor material like wooden floorboards or mosaic tiles. Outside you could add some lighting and a paved pathway if you think it needs it. Giving him his last rites. This is the man in question, Edward Romsey, a teacher once, would you believe? With that mustache, yes. It's not our place to decide if he deserves this. The law has made that decision. We're just here to do a job. Once you are satisfied the facility is ready, you can begin the prisoner transfer to his new cell. Simply click on the Polaroid in his cell to initiate the transfer. So we just click here, and the chief's calling. Oh, would you look at that? Don't shed one tear for this guy. He's a stone-cold killer. Guilty as charged. He even confessed. Want to hear his description of what he did? It's juicy stuff. It was around 11 p.m. The lights were already on. I knew she was home. This is like creepy as fuck right now. Oh, man. So now we get to see his crime. Well, that went to a darker place than I thought it would. Oh. She was giving him a blow. Oh, wow. Okay. So. Wow. Yeah. I knew I'd catch you two here. Edward, Don't. Just don't. What are you going to do? The hammer's back, but... Oh. Wow. Wow. Okay, so that got gritty quick. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, he's got a micro penis. Oh, man. Yep. And he just walks off. See, now, I would think he would be a sick individual if he just started making carpaccio right after that. Clear as day, if you ask me. Deserves every volt he's gonna get. All men deserve forgiveness, even him. Are you so sure in yourself that you can deal out such final judgment? Catching your wife with another man is no excuse for what he did. And he went there with a loaded gun, knowing he'd find them together. That's double premeditated murder. He's done nothing but cooperate with the authorities. This state is making an example of him. If he'd committed his crime 100 miles north, he'd be looking at life imprisonment instead. How is that justice? Do you want a guy like this running free? I'll sleep just fine at night when I know he's gone. So much traffic. Oh, CEO's calling. Good work so far. However, there is one problem. The execution room isn't functioning yet because it doesn't have any power. We need to connect it to the electrical supply. All the way over there. This whole prison's not powered. We are now viewing the prison in utilities mode, which shows us the electrical wiring layout for the entire prison. Each building in the prison is connected to the power grid by these thick underground electrical cables. Yep. They don't have nearly enough capacitors around that. Power is provided to the prison by this substation, which draws electricity from the national grid. Okay. So let me hurry up and add power. As you can see, this entire wing of prison cells is without power. All of the lights are out. To fix this problem, we first need to switch into utilities mode to understand why the lights are without power. Well, it's because the power don't reach there. Duh. The nearest electrical cables are too far away. Our engineers can't complete the wiring for this area. Extend the electrical cables nearby to cover this wing of the prison. So you go into utilities, grab yourself some electric cable. One down there, one down there, and let's just go ahead and finish this right here. And that should fix us right up. There we go. Make a move at the speed of Superman. Or Barry Allen. Either way. All this waiting, though. Okay, so we still need 3 more pieces set in. Dude, it's right there. It's literally right there. All you had to do was do that, and you would have finished it, man. Lights aren't the only thing that needs power. Your new electric chair does, too. Use the power cables to connect the execution facility to the power grid. Already done, homie. Already done. The electric chair itself is a special type of electrical item. It requires its own dedicated power line. You'll need to connect it up directly with mains cables. Oh yeah, we already did that. Yeah, duh. See? Basically, this little thing coming out needs to be connected to main lines. You can't just bridge the gap. We are almost done, I think. We should test the new execution room at least once before we try to use it, though. I'm just going to turn it on for a few seconds, make sure everything is okay. It's going to overload the power grid. Yep. It's going to overload the power grid. All the lights just went out. Well, that didn't work. Looks like we drew too much power and it tripped a circuit breaker in the power station. The whole prison is dark. We're going to need more juice to be able to handle the power spike to the electrical chair. That the electrical chair generates. Which basically means we need to take these and bring them around. First, we need to turn the power back on. This is a 2-step process. Switch the power station back on by clicking on it and selecting Switch On in the menu that appears. Then build 3 more capacitors so we have enough power capacity to handle the electric chair. Once you've done that, test the electrical chair again by clicking on it and selecting Switch On in the menu. So, click this, switch on, utilities, capacitor, and it won't let us build anymore. So let's just speed that up. Click on this. Wait for that stuff to get built. Okay, you got 2 out of 3 built. Hurry it up. Ándale, necesita. Well done! I believe we are finished with this job. What happens now is out of our hands. We did a professional job, and that's important in our business. Try not to worry about what happens next. Yeah, you're killing it, dude. Oh, they're gonna show it too. No? What? Why does it look like he has a cholo on the cross? Okay. Hopefully this isn't as weird as the other cutscene. Oh, I see. It's the in-game shower. Can I help you?
Yeah. Get on your knee there, boy.
Are you looking for forgiveness? I don't know. I have to do something. I can't live with the things I've done. You have to turn yourself in. Whatever you've done, you cannot evade the consequences. You will never be able to live with yourself until you face up to your past. I want to go back. I want to forgive her. I want her to forgive me. What a cuck. God will forgive you, no matter what you have done, if you ask him to. But you must answer for your crimes in the eyes of the law. There is no other way.
Oh, snap, he's breaking him out.
It is time, Edward. You have done the right thing, even though this world will not forgive you for it. You will be with God soon, and he will have the final judgment on you.
By God, he means the outside, because there's a shovel in the Bible. He's breaking him out. He's breaking him out any second now. He gonna whack that guard over the head with the Bible, and then he's gonna thump that one, and then Edward's just gonna leave.
Yo, this is actually really dark. Like, all the extra graphics they added. I get, you know, the game's about running a prison, but you didn't have to go this far. Oy.
What are you standing over there for? There ain't no power switch over there. It's already on. We turned it on. Oh. So we got a guard wearing a trash bag over his head. Edward Ramsey, you have been found guilty of 2 counts of murder in the 1st degree. The penalty is death. Do you have anything to say?
Susan, I'm sorry.
Alright, flip that switch right there, boy. It's really bright. Okay, so I guess it's making a transition to like, hey, you won this leg. Oh, chapter 2. So, ooh, thunder and lightning. Oh, it's a fire.
There's a crisis brewing at one of our other facilities. Someone started a fire in the prison kitchen. The priority is to put it out, stop any casualties, and prevent more damage. Use the emergency services button in the toolbar to call the fire brigade. Get this fire under control before it burns the whole prison down.
So you go into emergencies, and you go to fire engine. Let's get 2 fire engines. Do. I think that's pausing it. I'm not 100% on that, but it might be. I'm hoping it's paused. Or hoping it was paused. Yo, what is seriously taking y'all so long? Like, come on, dudes. Okay, so that's that guy. You come over here. And you guys get on over here as well. And you get on over here as well. Oh man, that fire's going. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. So you can go further actually. So I'm getting close to fire. He's over there. He's close to this fire. Closer. Oh, he's almost on fire. Come here. There we go. You might find to go in there. I think we might have taken care of the fire. Sweet. I think we're gonna Please don't answer climbing the fire. I'm gonna this guy. Let's get you a lot closer. That should be good. Yep, should be good now.
My God, there's a survivor in the wreckage. No, that doesn't pause it at all. Okay, so we'll just start up episode 2 right at this point. So if you guys like the video, leave a like. If you guys dislike the video, leave a dislike. If you guys got a couple more seconds on your hand, leave a comment in the comment section below telling me why you liked or disliked the video. You can follow me over on Twitter at willhwiltjr, and you guys can catch a live stream over at twitch.tv/willhwiltjr. Again, I'm your boy willhwiltjr. I don't do intros or outros. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day.